Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we're going to talk about episode 6 of The Mandalorian. And boy, was it a good one. It starts off with Mando and the child Grogu reaching the planet that Ahsoka had told him about, where he's supposed to take Grogu to kind of send out a signal and maybe commune with other Jedi, or perhaps just other Force sensitives. So they get to the planet, they land, the Razor Crest, and eventually Grogu gets the little rock he's supposed to sit on to work. But right when he goes into the trance or commune or whatever he is he's doing, we see a very familiar looking ship land. And when Mando goes down to look out, or to check it out, he runs into Boba Fett. Spoilers. And then the sniper from season 1 that we thought was dead. We find out the sniper, Boba Fett, saved the sniper. He just kind of gave her some circuitry, gave her kind of this cyborg look, which is actually really unnerving. It looks like C-3PO, where you can see his innards in his kind of abdomen area. She's like that. You can see the wires running through her. Some David Cronenberg level stuff there. It looks but I guess you do what you got to do to survive. And you think they're going to throw down for a second, because basically Boba Fett just wants his armor. But Mando doesn't want to give it to him because he doesn't think Boba Fett's a true Mandalorian. And Boba Fett's guaranteeing the child his safety and all that in just exchange for the armor. But this gets cut short when the Empire shows up. And Mando goes to save the child, but he can't get through the little barrier that's surrounding Grogu. And so he gets kind of thrown back and knocked unconscious and stunned, you could say. And this is the meat and potatoes of the episode here, when we see the sniper and Boba fighting the Empire. Now, first we see the sniper fighting, and that's pretty cool. It's neat. She's definitely good at what she does. But man, when Boba Fett takes over and he's fighting, he's using his gun at first, but then I love it. It's when he starts wielding that little staff of his, and he just starts beating the mess out of these stormtroopers. It is brutal. And that whole section, the whole episode is very well shot. The director does a great job with it. It's well choreographed, well shot, visually stunning. And Boba Fett just puts the beat down on these stormtroopers. It is graphic. Not like super gory graphic, but when you see like helmets getting shattered and stuff, especially that last one he takes down, when he just and then you see what's left of the helmet caved in on the ground. It is brutal. And then he sees the Razor Crest and kind of runs toward it. And it cuts back to Mando waking up, and now Mando and the sniper are fighting the stormtroopers. And again, Mando's armor can just kind of deflect the bullets, which in a way to me is kind of a cop-out if he can't really get hurt. But two, that it also explains why the Beskar armor is so rare and so valuable. The fact that it is so powerful against laser blasts and can deflect them like that, and why it's so sought after. So it does a good job of really emphasizing why Beskar is such a big deal in this show and why it's so sought after by people. Anyway, they start to get overwhelmed, and then Boba Fett shows up in his armor, and that is wonderful. When you see him land wearing his armor, it's beautiful. He just starts taking it to people. He starts waxing them. He uses his knee rockets to take out a few of them. He uses his weaponry to take out a bunch of them. It's beautiful. And then right at the end, when two of the ships, the two Empire transport drops, are trying to leave, he shoots his rocket, hits one, and then it falls into the other and knocks him down. It's totally awesome. One of the best sequences in Star Wars. And it totally redeems Boba Fett, because he doesn't really get to do a lot in the original trilogy movies. He has that one really smart thing he does when he tracks the Millennium Falcon, when he figures out that they're floating away with the garbage and he tracks them. That's intelligent. Other than that, he doesn't do a whole lot. He has that one moment in Return of the Jedi when his gun gets knocked out by Luke, that he does try to secure him with the rope on his wrist, which is a smart idea, but fortunately Luke gets out of that pretty quick too. But he's always been an overrated character to me, who never quite lived up to his reputation. So this really redeems Boba Fett as a character and we actually get to see him for the badass that he's often talked to be, and realize why he's such a dangerous bounty hunter. I mean, he is just destroying people. the whole time I'm watching it. When he's shooting him, I'm like, yeah, cool. And then he's beating him with the staff. I'm like, oh my God, what? And then he's in his armor shooting him. I'm like, oh, yes, 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 yes. And then when he takes the 2 ships out with the rocket, I'm just like, ah! I need a towel. But it's just an amazing moment. To me, the heart of the episode. The sad part of the episode is we actually see the Razor Crest get destroyed. And it doesn't go out in a blaze of glory or in a dogfight. It's parked on the ground, not moving. And it just gets shot out of the sky. We see the blast come down, hit it, and just... 2 pieces. 2 pieces. Doesn't even go out in a blaze of glory. Just parked there. Gone. My jaw dropped when I saw that. I couldn't believe they had done that. Which is nice. I guess we'll get more of the Slave 1. Although I hated losing the Razor Crest. I thought it was a nice ship. Really well designed. I can see why the HasLab project is doing as well as it is. Yeah, it was a really good episode. And I like at the end where we do find out that Boba Fett is a bona fide Mandalorian, that his armor was gifted to Jango. And I like the fact actually confirming that was Jango's armor. It's just been through so much over the years. And that Boba does have a right to his armor. I like that. And the fact we're going to get to see more of him as him and the sniper are joining Mando to help save the child. I did enjoy the scene at the end with the child, when you see the child force choking the stormtroopers and stuff, because that's a cool scene, but it's also funny at the same time. You see the little child and the stormtroopers are getting flung flung against the walls and choked, and he's just over there. It's funny. It's cool, but it's funny, and it wears him out. And you see how Moff Gideon's not afraid of him. I like Moff Gideon. He's a good character. So I enjoyed that scene as well. Definitely looking forward to seeing what's next. I know we only have 2 episodes left. I like this more modern day take on TV shows when they do smaller seasons, because it kind of cuts out the fat. You don't really have the filler episodes, really. It kind of trims down to the essentials. And I like that. It's not like the old school shows where you had 22 episode seasons, especially if it was serialized, because a lot of shows had a hard time making that work. Some shows could do it. Babylon 5 was really good about filling its episodes and not just doing a lot of filler episodes. They were really good at not doing padding, at making their episodes work. But I think most shows have a lot of filler in them. But I like this new style of only doing 8 to 10, 12 episode seasons, because it really breaks it down to the essentials and makes it must-watch TV. It works really well for The Mandalorian. So, yeah. I loved episode 6. It really does a great job redeeming Boba Fett. I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode and seeing what happens next. It's been an amazing season so far. So check it out if you haven't. I'm Probable1701. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Check out my other channel, Another Sci-Fi Guy, where I talk about other sci-fi related stuff, especially Doctor Who. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. And most importantly, stay safe, and thank you for watching.